Good morning, everyone. It's about 10:30 in the morning, almost close to noon here, give or take. We're looking at a nice, balmy 25 degrees, maybe 30. I forgot to check before I started this. But yeah, we're in New Mexico here, folks. And well, let me get you turned around and show you what's been happening. So, as y'all can see, we got snow. It's not a lot of snow. This is the second half of it. We got a bit on Saturday, but it's coming down lighter now. You can actually see it slowly popping down. Go over here. You can kind of see the snow dropping. Super, super light flakes. Nothing serious. I mean, this snow is... it's like powder, but it's good snowball snow at the same time. Light but heavy. But yeah, over the last couple of days, we've got probably about a total of 6 inches of snow. I think I got about 3 or 4 on Saturday, and today it looked like we got about another 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches. This is going to continue like this for the next couple of days, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, some of the drier southern states need the water, so this will help for refilling the aquifers down below. As for me, I can't really do too much out here because most of my stuff I usually do in the yard, but as you can see, everything around here is covered in snow. I mean, all my plants are covered and buried in snow. All of my garden boxes up here are covered in snow. I got my pit dug for my tree. I'm gonna go drag you guys out here real quick. Hopefully this isn't too whitewashed from the snow glare. But yeah, I got this guy dug out and dropped in the ground last week. I would have showed you the film on that one, but again, something went sideways with my camera and my filming all ended up sideways. And since I don't have editing software at the moment, I couldn't fix it. So I just decided not to post it. So I know it's been about 3 weeks now. I think the last one I posted was January 19th. Was my last updated video on the garden. But yeah, we're going to go jump in here in just a moment. But before I get too far underway on this, I do want to say, everyone, do me a favor. Send out your prayers and wishes to those in Texas. They got hit with a mad snowstorm, worse than we did over here. Those guys got about 10 inches of snow on Saturday, and they're going to supposedly get another 8 to 10 this weekend, or this week throughout the week as well. Some areas of Texas have already gotten over 1 foot of snow. A lot of power outages everywhere. At this point, 250,000 or something like that, or I saw it read earlier, but a lot of power outages in Texas. A lot of people are without power. A lot of people are without heat. Texas is not prepared for snowstorms like this. During the winter times, at most, they get a light dusting, which can be anywhere between 1 to 2 inches, and that's usually all they get. So, prayers and thoughts and good thoughts and wishes to everybody in Texas who is suffering from rolling blackouts, or who have actually suffered full-on power loss for over a day or two, which has occurred in some state or some areas of Texas. But right now, that's all I wanted to say on that, folks. And we're going to get underway in the greenhouse. As you can see, the windows are completely frosted over, or the plastic. See, watch, look at this. I can't, yeah, you can kind of see it on there. But we're going to go head on inside and see what's been happening. I'm going to keep the door closed just to keep the heat in here, but, I mean, look at this. I've got water literally... I mean, you can see. Look at that. Look at that guy go. Grab my pointing stick. And this is what I've got my thermometer set at, or my heat sensor is set at 60. And I'll tell you right now about how warm it is in here. It's about 66 degrees in here, so that thing won't kick on for another probably half hour, 45 minutes unless I keep opening the door. But we got onions growing all right. Haven't grown too much just because of the weather. They haven't been getting a lot of sunlight. Get my watering cup out of the way here. I'll set that over here somewhere where it's out of the view of the camera. Oh, I did have a little bit of a leakage, it looks like, through my vent window here. But let's see, look, we got strawberries galore growing on this thing. Look at this. There's tons of, I got about 10 strawberries on this sucker. And they're going to get bigger. But you got to keep watering them. I've got 2 little dahlias popping up. Chives are doing spectacular. I do keep getting new ones. See, look at this. I've got a couple of new little ones down here. And they just pop up every once in a while. It just gets warm enough and one of them sprouts up somewhere. My other onions are doing really well. Working on these guys, but I wanted to get them in the ground, but with the weather the way it is, I haven't been able to. Because I've got a couple of these I want to transplant into bigger containers and actually grow a couple of decent sized onions. I have my parsley doing really well. I do have to trim off some of these yellow bits, but that is for another moment in time. I have my patio peas. Look at this. I've got little flowers everywhere. I've got a flower there on that one. He's actually kind of a smaller one. I had to give him a support post because he didn't have anything growing near him. I've got aphids all over my plants. You guys can probably see them right there. There's a ton of them on the little coral, on the stringer curls. I keep spraying them off. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my damn plant outside for about 20 minutes and freeze all these little turds. But I've got, look at this. I've got 3 flowers on him already. Well, I had 3 flowers. I have one good guy there, another guy there, and this one's actually already growing. See? Look at that. I've got same issue with this one down here. Look at that. I've got 2 flowers on there. I'll actually have a third one, which is going to be right there. And I might actually have a 4th one on this one, depending. Yep, I'm going to have a 4th one on there. It's a little harder to see. Let's see if I can get the angle on here. Where'd he go? There we go. It is... Oh, I really can't see where it's at. Oh, there it is. I got to see it on there. There we go. So that's going to be another flower right there. My radishes are suffering a massive infestation. Look at this. That whole stalk right there is just covered. You can see all the little spots everywhere. I don't know. I can't get rid of these things. No matter how many times I spray them, they die off. That's all these little white speckles down here is the carcasses from the bugs. But they just come back. I spray them, I kill off 100 of them, and there's like 400 the next morning. It's like they're tripling every night. I can't keep up with killing them. The neem oil's not working and the 7's not working. I spray them and the stuff just keeps growing on here. I've got hundreds of bugs inside the creases on my support creases here. I mean, you can see all these little black speckles everywhere are freaking bugs. There's like 200 times more in here now than I had about 2 weeks ago. And it is driving me insane. I can't get rid of them. And my other radishes down here have the same problem. Look at that. You can see how speckled they are and covered with aphids. So I think the only way to get rid of these things is to cut it all, cut everything off and burn everything or something. I don't know. I can't get this stuff to stop growing or breeding in here. And these are my radishes as well as these ones. Should just about be ready to harvest. I've had them in here for a little over 2 months now. Planted them 12/30. It's the middle of February right now. I've got my oregano's doing well. Still having a struggle with my bell peppers, but I do have, this guy popped a new leaf and he's actually straight up, so I don't know. Something's weird. I can't figure this out. I'll get these to grow eventually. If not, like I said, I have more bell peppers I can get from work. I go through bell peppers constantly. I'm going to have my... Oh my god, I forgot what this one was. Oh, and it's got aphids on it too. Yeah, those won't grow very far. Turkish Speedwell. That's what this one is. And then, yeah, I'm just really happy about this guy. He's doing really well in here. Even though I got 4 plants. Technically, for this size of pot, I shouldn't have more than 3 plants. But I'm looking for a fairly decent harvest off of this guy. As you can see, man, I've already had him. Let's see, when did I plant him? I planted him as well, 12/30. And I'm in a greenhouse, so doing fairly well. A little over a month and a half. And that's about how big they are. But I got flowers on them, which is better than my first batch that I grew back in the backside of the house. We're going to go down here to my dahlia front. Oop, I almost fell over because I don't have a lot of room in here. Got a bunch of little green things popping up. None of them are dahlias. I think they're just random little flowers or plants. I do, however, on this one, you can see right there, that's a dahlia popping up. So these guys are getting the water they require and the sunlight, which is good. If I can get a few of these to fully grow and actually be what I need them to be, this plant is actually going to be really pretty. Then I got my carrots down here, still doing carroty things. I do check on these guys every couple of days, see if they've got anything. Let's see, we'll dig out this one down here. Let's see what he looks like. Yeah, see, I've got... It's a decent one. It's not going to be very big. Just because of the way this... I don't know, I need better soil in here. The soil that I had for this has this stuff in it, which was compostable cat litter. It was like pine cat litter. It's like compressed pine particles. When it gets wet, it expands. And that's what that stuff is. Oh, I can see these bugs just rolling around in my dirt over here. But yeah, I mixed that with it originally, and that's what my soil blend was the first time. I thought it'd be really good because the pine stuff would hold the water better, but not really. So yeah, we've got back up almost all the way to the door. This guy is, I don't know what happened to him. He freaked out, didn't like the cold weather. This one's going to come back, I guarantee it. This is a very hardy plant. This plant's already 2 years old, and it's already come back a few times. So, I'm not too worried about this. This is a daisy plant. Something like that, something similar. Oh my god, I'll show you guys here in a minute. And look, I finally got... couple of carrots are popping out here and there. I wish I would have gotten more, but it seems I've only gotten about 4 out of the like 40 or something that I planted in here. I got the one here. I got one right here. There's a very little one right there. It's extremely hard to see. And then I have that guy over there. That one, yep, is definitely a lettuce. So we'll see how big that guy gets in the next couple of months or weeks. Who knows? Might do something, it might not. And then I've got these guys. I planted, let me flip it around so I can see the date that I put these in here. So y'all can see it. I planted these ones on 1/27. And that's how big they are now. So there's the date planted. And that's about how big they are. So growing pretty decently. They grow faster when there's more sunlight, but, well, as y'all can tell or see from the outside, I haven't gotten a lot of sunlight recently. I have this guy, which I swear was a flippin' cucumber plant, but nope, that's straight up lettuce. Like, that is a straight up lettuce plant, which is good. I'll let him grow in that pot. He seems to be doing pretty well. And then check this one out, guys. Look at this dude. This is my pumpkin plant. Look at how big he's getting. And look at all the flower heads on it. The seed heads, look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A ton of them on there. He is going crazy. He seems to like this pot. But I really can't wait till summer starts so I can get him in the ground. Once he's in the ground outside, he's going to take off. Assuming it doesn't die when I transplant it. But he's just basically going to, the whole pot's coming out. It's not like I'm going to dig around and pull the roots out. I'm getting a whole pot. I'm just going to stick it in a bigger one. And let's creep up here. This is my other spinach. This one's not doing as well as my other one. I have an issue with these guys as well. You can kind of see it all up on here. This one got really infested with aphids. I still got some good sized spinach leaves on here. I mean, it's all edible regardless of the bugs. You just got to wash the bugs off. But all of this is still edible greens. Every last bit of it. I got my other parsley over here, which I don't see a single aphid on any of this stuff. It's really weird. They like certain plants over others, I guess. Then we got, I'll go back over here. Got my rosemary doing really well. I forgot where I put my pointing stick. Thyme is doing good. Does get trimmed every couple of days. Check this stuff out. This is my basil. Doing really well. Got one coming up right there. Another one. Well, actually, that broke off one of the other sides. I've got another one coming up here. The stuff in the back is growing up real nicely. And look, I'm already starting to get some really good sized leaves off of here. That's just dirt on these leaves. When I was pulling out some of the other ones on this side, I was yanking out the dead ones. But look, for my boy Johnny, these will come back. Look at this. I cut this one off and it came back right there at the base of this. They will continue to grow. And then this was my other spinach plant. I planted this one again, 12/30, so right at the end of December. And look how big this thing is. Got a good amount of aphids on here too, but look at the size of this plant. Like, these are huge. Those are full-size, like store-sized spinach leaves. Except for this guy here. Oh man, I just broke one. Oh snap. I really didn't want to do that. But look at this. Look at how big that leaf is. Like, that's my hand. I got pretty big hands. I got large hands, glove size wise. And that leaf covers almost half of it. It's a humongous leaf. I got tons of them. Like even this one, look, the one that I just broke off. Let's take it off the rest of the way. Look at that leaf. I mean, that's a good sized leaf. It's probably about 3.5 inches long by maybe 2 inches wide. 1.5 inches, 1 3/4, give or take. Good sized leaf. Ooh, and I just dropped it in my carrots. So I can start harvesting some of this. Yeah, it looks like I'm already starting to go to, this thing's starting to bolt already on me. I've got these little spines right here which tell me that it's getting ready to go to seed. So also get harvested. This stuff grows pretty quick, folks. And I do mean pretty quick. You can get this stuff to grow within a month, 2 months, depending on sunlight and water. Oh, and then look at this. I've got seed. These are eggs from something. I have no idea what. I just saw them. I don't see anything anywhere else. So I got some weird eggs right there. I might just squish them because I don't know what they are. I don't know if they're beneficial or not. We'll go to our main lettuce pot. These guys are finally starting to take off. All of these were really, really small. And just little tiny leaves on them. But now, take a gander. They're taking off. And look at these guys. I've got a bunch of my flowers that are actually open today. Once they're done with that, they'll start popping open for the seeds, and I can collect more seeds. Yep, see, look, I've already got these guys with the little white spats over here. Those will be cropping seeds out soon. Got my one main basil plant. He'll get bigger soon. He's actually grown about 1.5 inches already. He was almost the same height as the dirt level. My dahlias, got more of them coming up. I swear this plant is immortal. They're supposed to go dormant in the winter, folks, but I've not had that issue with this plant. Mainly because I shoved him in the greenhouse, so he stayed warm the whole time. Let me see if I can squat down without squishing anything or falling on my butt. Check this out. Look at how big my lettuce got on this one. That guy is massive now. I still just have the leaves, and it's starting to finally get that internal curl. So that's actually a couple of leaves wrapped around themselves. If only I could get all of my lettuces to grow just like that one. That would be nice. Strawberries still doing fairly decent. These guys are slowly coming back over here in this pot. This guy, I don't know what he's doing, but he is sending out some super tall strawberry leaves. Most likely to grab the sun because he's behind this pot right here. I've got a little guy over here still coming back to life. I've got a couple of flowers and strawberries growing on him already. And then check this guy out. Look at how tall those leaves are. I mean, that thing is just sending out grabbers. Look at all of that. Look at my big old fat strawberry. This is what I've been happy about. Look at this guy. Look at my big old strawberries. And I got another one back here. Oh no! That one molded. Oh, that's not good. That was going to be a huge strawberry, but it molded. Oh, I don't know what happened. I lost this one. That was going to be a huge strawberry. Oh man, I don't know what happened on that. That's not good. I don't like that. Well, guess you can go in the garden, out in the tree. But yeah, I think that's just about it, folks. Oh, I got my potatoes are actually doing really good. Oh man, I can't move anywhere in here. So it's starting to move the dirt. I've got little dirt mounds. So it is actually starting to pop up. You can see the crack right there. This is not because it's dry. It's because the plant is actually pushing up the dirt, which means it's getting bigger. I've got the same thing right here on this one. You see the dirt crack? It's wet there because it was dripping from my vent. But yeah, that's pushing up the dirt, which means that plant is getting bigger. Which means potatoes are doing good in here. And then check this guy out. This is my winter squash that I planted on February 3rd of this year. And check it out. I've got one plant there. And you can see the other one right there, popping up. This one's about to send out a leaf. Another couple of days, if I get some good sun, that'll be a leaf. This guy's doing the same thing right here. See? He's going to poop out a leaf in the next couple of days. I was hoping the third one would grow so I can get at least the 3 out of this plant, but I'm alright with a 66% germination rate. Only really need 1 or 2 of these plants anyway. They'll grow pretty quick, they'll grow pretty far, and they'll grow pretty fast. But, yep, snails everywhere. I got snails galore. Look at that guy just chilling over here. Wish I had more snails in here to eat the bugs, but they don't. My snails are lazy. Yep, oh, I got stuck on that again. But anyways, alright, that's what's been going on over here for the last 3 weeks. Like I said, I do apologize for not posting any videos over the last couple of weeks, but every time I filmed one, my thing keeps going sideways. So there's a possibility that even on this film, I'm probably going to have to redo it as well. We'll see. But for now, folks, do me a favor as well. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what you think. Things that I could do better. Things that I could do worse. Leave me a thumbs up if you like the video, or leave me a thumbs down if you hate the video. But aside from that, this is Cliff with Foxit Outdoors, signing off.